Okay, in this lab we're going to use R to answer a few questions. The questions that we're going to answer are on this worksheet, and they are: what's the probability of randomly selecting 5 adults where all of them believe in God? What's the probability of randomly selecting 5 adults where exactly 4 of them believe in God? What's the probability of randomly selecting 5 adults where only 1 of them believes in God? And what's the probability of randomly selecting 5 adults where at least 3 of them believe in God? So if you look at this website, you'll find that in a random sample of adults, 89% of them believe in God. So this is what the probability that we're going to use for the computation using the binomial probability formula. Of course, we're not going to use a formula directly. We're going to use R to do the computation. And so again, the probability of selecting somebody out of a random sample uh, that believes in God. Let me say it again. The probability of selecting somebody randomly out of the entire population of Americans is 89%. Of course, it's going to be 0.89. So when we go to R, what we do is we use the command here, dbinom. And so we'll say dbinom, and then what we have to tell it is how many people we would like to have in our sample of 5 that believe in God, and we're interested in knowing what's the probability of selecting 5 adults who all believe in God. And so that's our x, that's our variable, and then the sample size is 5. And maybe I could have made that more clear. It's among 5 trials. Among 5 trials. Well, we say that in the introduction. Among 5 trials, in other words, a sample size of 5. What's the probability that all of them will believe in God? So, sample size. So, the 5 and probability is 0.89. Let's see. 5 size equals 5 and probability equals 0.89, and when I run this you find out that it's 0.56 if you round off. The probability that all 5 people will believe in God is 0.56. Let's do the same thing for the second question. And this time we're interested in what the probability is of having a sample size of 5, but in which only exactly 4 of them believe in God. So that just changes one piece here, which is the 4 here. The size of the sample is the same, and the probability doesn't change either. And I must have made some sort of, oh, I didn't spell that correctly, so let me try again. D binom x equal 4, size equal 5, probability equals 0.89. And so the chance that 4 people will believe in God is only about 35%, 0.35. And the last, there's a couple more. What's the probability of randomly selecting 5 adults where only 1 of them believes in God? And just to make things a little more quick here, I'm just going to go ahead and copy the whole thing. And so our sample size is the same. The only thing that changes is the number of people that we are going to have that believe in God. So what's the probability that only 1 person will believe in God? And when we run that, it's a very small number. It's about 6 or 7 out of 10,000 chance. So it's highly unlikely that in a sample size of 5, only one will believe in God. And to do the last piece, what you have to do, it says, what is the probability of randomly selecting 5 adults where at least 3 of them believe in God? At least 3 means 3, 4, or 5. So we have the results for 5. We have the results for 4. We're missing the results for 3. And then we'll add these 3. So let's see if we can run that really quickly here. Again, I'm just going to copy this, even though it might already be in our clipboard. And we want to find out what's the probability that 3, that's what we mean by at least 3, so 3, 4, or 5, and so it's 0.08, so roughly about 9% of the time. And then to get the answer, we're just going to add them all up, so it's 0.558. I'm going to round off to 3 decimal places. 0.345, 0.345, and the last one is the last one we ran, which is 0.0853. We'll go to 3 significant digits. And when you add them up, the chances that either 3, 4, or 5 will, of at least 3 will be 0.9883. So that's how you run those probabilities. Have a great day.